Hey everyone! I think we're live. That was a good countdown, Adam. That was nice. That was a really good one.
Just keep going. They can't hear him. Just keep going. They can't hear him.
They still can't. Oh god! They can't. I can hear you
because you're bad at Blockus.
Ouch.
I don't know what's.
Everybody got real fucking quiet. I think I went too far.
Are we live?
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Okay.
Can you see us?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, we're live. Welcome everyone to the stream tonight for Helpful Go Gaming. On Wednesdays, we've been generally playtesting games, and tonight we're playtesting our tabletop role-playing game, Adventures in the Void.
They can hear us now. They can hear me. I just cut you off so that I can talk on the stream.
Jesus Christ.
You're playing Adventures in the Void, huh? That's cool.
Yeah.
Why don't you,
Yes.
why don't you tell us more about it, huh?
No.
Hi,
gonna do that.
Lena. You can hear me. I just want to
Oh
give
my
one
God.
shout out before I walk away from the stream tonight, and that's to the
And
creators.
go to bed. Sorry. Go ahead. A shout out.
A shout out to the creators of the game Blockus, which is probably Hasbro or Mattel or some shit. Parker Brothers, whoever you are, you can all die and go to hell.
Now is that the creators
Powerful
of Blockus
enemies.
with one or two?
Yeah.
What's your question,
Jesus.
Sam? What
Was
did you say?
that to the creators of Blockus with 1 or 2 Ks?
It's
Can
one
I tell you
K.
something? But the creators of Blockus are a French company named Sequoia with 2 Ks. So maybe that's what happened.
That's infuriating.
Sekkoia.
I'm so
All right.
mad. All right, I'm gonna hop back off cam. I'm gonna mute
Okay.
myself, and you guys can do
Sounds
whatever
good.
the heck you're doing tonight.
All right.
All right, bye.
A weird energy. Okay. Hey everyone. Welcome to our stream tonight. My name is Andrew Gilbert. I'm the I'm the benevolent dictator of Helpful Go Gaming.
We've been asking ourselves the same question.
God, yeah. I've become more evil and always become more good over the years. So, and with me tonight is Rachel. Rachel, say hi.
Hi. I wasn't looking at my email at all.
You're good. Chelsea.
Hi.
We got Monty.
Yo.
We got Sam.
Hi.
And we got Heather.
Hello.
Thank you all for being with us. And again, we're playtesting a game tonight, so the rules are still in flux, and balance is still a thing that we're working on. I may accidentally kill everyone tonight, or maybe it'll be totally fine and it'll be easy. Who knows? Who knows exactly what's going to happen? However, before we jump into the game, I definitely want to just say a couple quick things about the state of our world, because we do not play games in a vacuum. We play games in a world that is currently just fucking on fire in general. I know COVID has been really hard for everyone. I know everyone's going back to school now, and this is hard for our teachers as well as students. I'm a professor that is currently in school right now, and it certainly is a scary time. Plus, everyone's still trying to, get work and live off that. That's a stressful enough world environment to be in. But also, we had another shooting of a man named Jacob Blake recently by police. Another unarmed African American man, and we can't say it enough. Black Lives Matter. If you type in !BLM in the chat, you can be directed toward specific resources. And Galway just today changed the !donate in the chat to specifically a GoFundMe for Jacob Blake, as well as another Milwaukee-based racial justice and community building foundation, which is really important now. And I understand not everyone is able to because of the COVID thing I just mentioned, not everyone is able to give much or anything. We just want to sort of focus any sort of monetary value that you might give to us as a streamer kind of away from us and onto a couple other matters right now. And right now we find this sort of abhorrent matter in our world still really, really important, and would love it if you would consider instead of buying us coffee, maybe put a few bucks toward one of those. And that again is !donate in the chat. And again, we at Helpful Goat Gaming realize that we're being goofy and having fun with our friends, and sort of just being weird and silly in a world that is sometimes anything but those things. We do not try to play games in this way to escape, to get away from those problems, to just, we're not trying to turn anything off. We're not trying to just bury that. We're trying to, as best we can, sometimes recharge our own batteries to get through this so that we might be able to fight a different kind of fight. And we recognize that games are sometimes a microcosm of the world that we live in. And right now, maybe taking that in 6-second chunks every now and then is a way for us to all to kind of deal with it. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna have fun and we're gonna play games and we're gonna be weird and goofy and silly. And I might kill all my friends tonight, and I'm really sorry if that happens. And we realize, at the same time, the world is in desperate need of a little bit of laughter and a little bit of love and playing more games with your friends. So please do that. And if you enjoy playing games with friends, I would thoroughly suggest you maybe join our Discord, which is !Discord in the chat, and that'll give you a link to join the Discord. We pull all of our playtesters from the Discord, and anyone who wants to kind of join and get in and talk to us, we are still a very small organization. There is very little borders between accessing the streamers and yourself in the Discord. Plus, we play a lot of games off stream, just in our Discord, just because we love each other and we want to support each other and have fun together. So if any of that sounds interesting or fun to you, !Discord in the chat. So I think that's most of our announcements tonight. We have, I'll kind of remind of the schedule coming up. Our schedule is going to be Spire on Thursday, and then we're playing Fates of Rin again on Friday. And if you want to get caught up on Fates of Rin, I think you can check out the YouTube at Helpful Goat Gaming, and especially the podcast Goats and Dragons, which is where our nice, new, shiny, edited versions of these things come in. All right. So I think that's it for tonight. I think we're going to then jump into playtesting Adventures in the Void. So, hey, how's it going, everyone?
Yay.
Pretty good.
Us.
The absolute appropriate response.
No one else said anything. It was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I don't
You're
like
perfect.
to talk very much, so.
You're right.
Yeah,
Right.
you're way
course
too
not.
quiet.
Are you talking to our characters or to us?
I'm talking to you right now, but your characters, which will consist of Vela, Dot, Barris, Leon, and Egg this evening, have been called down to the briefing room again.
I was going to say, I think Leon is feeling a little dejected after having his advances turned down last time.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. So you sort of slink into the briefing room.
Yeah, I'm
Steady.
absolutely not looking
Right on.
towards our briefer, dude.
Gotcha.
Briefer.
Also, as a side note, if she's gonna kill us if we don't say something, Lena, Monty,
Okay,
your
Lena.
lipstick is amazing, according to
thank you.
Lena,
Right on.
who's shouting
Thank
in
you.
chat right now.
Oh, sorry. I don't have the chat open. Oh.
100%.
I could hear you,
100%.
Lena.
Sorry, Sorry, hadn't let that go.
All good. Yeah.
It's a bitch to get on. This lipstick sucks real bad.
But it looks great.
That's all that really matters.
That's
I
what
just
you
bought
want.
some, and it's such a pain in the ass to wear.
It's so
Okay.
hard to get on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you guys all wearing pretty lipstick has inspired me. I'm like, I should fucking buy some lipstick. So I did.
Yay!
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's
Lipstick party.
Powerful.
yeah.
Whatever makes you feel good.
I'll go put it on a break. You know, no.
Okay, cool. I like it. Everyone hold Rachel to that.
Oh, I
All
will.
right, so you've all
Oh,
been
no,
called
it'll take
into
half an
the
hour. Don't do that.
you've all been called into the briefing room. As you're even taking your seat, Evans marches right in. He gives you a look, Leon, just a little bit before he gets up on the podium again, opens his large binder, and says, "Okay, you assholes tonight are going. We got a cargo shipment. All you got to do is see it through. Is that fine? You think you can do that and get back? Looks like you're heading to Drinkwin. Drinkwin, it's a planet not too far off of Hyperlane 4. So go ahead and take the frigate tonight. Just load up on that before you go. Cargo should be in there and everything. So
What was
just
the
make
name of the
sure
place?
nothing blows up, okay?
Drinkwin?
Yeah, Drinkwin.
Drinkwin. Okay.
And what's the contract amount?
So if you can make it back in one piece, that's another 50K.
Oh fuck! I forgot I had money from last time. Damn it.
Don't
Dot
forget
says
you have
this
money. It's an
under her
important
breath.
part. Yeah.
I gave
but hey,
5%
again,
of it to Leon.
yeah. Also, don't ruin my ship. If you break the ship, that comes out of your pay. So.
Is there anything
Okay.
specific we should know? about it?
Oh,
Can
so
I
this
just-
time we get transport.
Yeah, this time it's because you're off planet. All right.
What
You're
if
off
the
planet
ship?
tonight.
Off
You
planet.
get the
What
transport.
if the ship breaks from no fault of our own?
Well, then fix it. You guys are fine. You're good at this, all right? So, all right, it's my grandma's
Oh,
birthday
because
tonight.
I'm a droid, I'm good at fixing ships? That's specious.
I mean, aren't you?
That's beside the point.
Somewhat.
Did we
I love
lose
that look.
Andy?
I just assumed we
Maybe.
were glaring at each other.
That's what I thought. Hello.
Andy's just really fucking good at the intense glare.
Yeah.
This is a staring contest. We're
I was
all
like,
gonna
I-
lose.
I
oh my
would've
god, how
thought we
long
had
is he
some
gonna
kind
do
of-
this for? Because I can't hold on to this for that long.
We lost Andy. This
Yes,
isn't
we
him
did.
standing still. I would assume we would have got some kind of insurance policy or something.
One would.
Well,
One
I
would
would assume we
certainly
should wait and
hope.
talk about that when he gets back and he can tell us. I don't know.
No, I'm just grumbling this under my breath because
Oh, that's
because
fair.
I'm not exactly a fan of our friend here.
What's this dude's name again?
Which dude? A boss dude?
Yeah.
No
Oh my
idea.
God.
I probably have it written.
Mr.
down.
Evans.
Mr. Evans, okay.
I wrote it down last time.
Okay.
All I remember is that his partner's name is Ted, and that Ted is into me.
I was not here
Tom,
for that,
He is
so.
not.
Partner was Tom.
And we
Wow,
Oh,
you
Tom.
didn't even get. Wow.
Wow,
And you wonder why they rejected you,
all
Leon.
I don't remember.
Leon, names are important. They let people know that you care about them. If you
But-
get
but I
them wrong,
wasn't-
of course they're going to turn against you.
I wasn't speaking in character voice. That was Sam. Not
Yeah, but
Leon
I
saying
would
these
not put
things.
it past
I'm the
Leon
one
to
that's
forget
heartless,
somebody's
not
name.
Leon. Leon is cold-blooded. There's a difference.
Andy is typing to us in roll 20 at the moment.
Discord?
Discord question mark?
Discord.
Discord working for us.
Yeah.
It's also working for the stream. Oh, it's okay, Sam. I never write down names, and if I do, they're not real names. Thanks, Lena. I love you.
I can't type.
It's fine that I take good notes. That glare was for Lena alone.
She probably felt that.
She knows what she did. Oh, I don't even have Roll20 chat window open. Oh. Huh.
The Domlins are back at it again, guys.
Yep.
They're the star domlins this time.
Oh my gosh. That is a visual. Up, and now his window's gone. Adam, I hope this didn't fuck too much with your stream video.
Ah. Jesus.
It looks like Andy's back.
Yeah, Adam. Adam, where are we going? What's going on? To where? Where was it to again?
Cool.
Yeah, where was it going?
Yeah,
Where are we going?
The stars.
It's going to block us.
What
Planet Block.
kind of cargo has it got,
Andy,
Adam?
you froze literally while we were glaring at each other, and I thought we were just having a super intense glaring contest, and I was like, how are you so good at this? You were just totally still, like, and I was like, oh god, I can't keep it up for that long. Oh, that's but
I am very good at this, yes. But, sorry, internet's being weird. But yay, yes, Adam was correct. There's a ship in the dockyard waiting for you to go. Evans puts his binder back, combs his hair a little bit, and takes off.
cool.
Well, we got
Good
about as
talking
much
with you.
information as we always do.
Leon turns like a fluorescent red. Like literally all of his body.
Dot just looks at you and goes, ooh, pretty.
Is that a blush or is that anger?
It's rage.
Ooh.
Or is it embarrassment?
No, it's rage.
Rage embarrassment. Oh, that had Barris.
Rage
Yeah.
Barris?
Barris is probably like lagging behind a little bit. It's like, fuck.
It's nothing, honey.
Okay.
Well, shall we go check the ship out?
I hate to break it to you guys, but I have no idea why it would take 5 of us to move something.
Presumably we'll be defending the ship.
Yeah, are we piloting it?
You
No.
were not told.
Cool. Good.
Yeah, we don't know.
I feel like I should write a list of information to ask Evans before we accept a job from now on, because it seems like every time there's something that
Well,
occurs.
we need to like block the door and not let him leave.
Oh, I
until
can
we
get
get
under
our
that.
questions. Yeah.
I like the sounds of that one.
Would he not have the key? How would V? This is his. Never mind.
Let's just let's just go. We walk.
Check it
All
out.
right. Yeah, you.
This is my walking. I double fisting something here. Okay.
You head to the back warehouse, where a fairly decent size little frigate is stationed. The ship looks like it's had better days.
And I
it looks a
yell,
little-
shotgun, and I run up to the door.
All right. There's like a foreman who's sort of organizing a bit of the cargo, and as you get up to him, he says, "Oh, good. The officers are here. All right. Look, everything's been loaded. So, we got about 15, 20 crew for you. But everything else is yours. So, what you need to do?"
All right, and where's the captain? I would like to speak to him, them, whoever it is.
You're the officers. Want to use the captain?
Oh my god. Okay.
Great.
No.
I'm on my
Oh no.
I'm on my phone calling up my sister right now.
Okay. Is everything okay? Do you need?
No, everything's
They
fine.
send us on these stupid
just need a
missions and
minute.
don't even bring us a captain.
This is fine. We shall just speak for a moment about something completely different. Come, please. Completely
Totally fine.
unrelated Team Huddle.
My name is Whip. If you need anything, so
Whip,
I'll just be loading up the crew.
Do you have the manual for the ship that we could maybe just peruse? You know,
That's the manual
steps.
for the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, you're funnier than the last crew. This is great. Manual
What happened?
for the
What
ship.
happened to the last? What happened to the last crew?
Oh, I mean, we had to tow the ship back in.
Yeah.
Because
Do their
they disappeared.
screams still echo inside of the?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
They're just gone. So well, it's been
Gone?
nice and clean. I gone, but I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, I'm Whip.
You're a happy fellow, Whip.
For a
When you
serial killer, yes.
When you say they were just gone, do you mean like
Hey.
the last crew and officers, all of them?
Yes, all of them. It's no big deal. Every once in a while, the ship will float into orbit or something without a crew. You're fine. I wouldn't worry.
What you're saying is this ship is haunted. Yes. This ship is cursed.
The ship's fine. The ship's not haunted. It's just, well.
So, what's the ship's name?
Well, the last name was
Ships
Lucky.
generally just have one name, right?
Yeah, the last name was Lucky, but they were wondering if that felt true still. If you want to name her, that's fine.
Name is ironic, yes.
Yeah, I say we keep it for the irony.
Yeah, I like it.
I agree.
She's a good ship. She'll get to where you're going. Where are we going, by the way?
Drinkwin.
Drinkwin. Cool. Well, I'm excited. It's my first time up off planet anyway, so.
Oh, you're coming with us.
Oh, sure. I'm part of the crew.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I should be good. It should be good. Anyway, I'm Whip.
Yep, you've said that 4 times now. I'm Dot.
I remember.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What more do you have to do before we take off? Are you still loading cargo?
No, we're ready. Yeah, we're ready for you. So,
how about y'all head up onto the ship, and we'll be up there soon.
Oh, perfect. All right. All right, come on,
Bye.
lads and lasses. Everyone.
Is he from the planet of Scotland, or?
He was an apex. He was a fox-looking person, kind of like Dax. Yeah.
So can we actually pilot this ship, or
Probably,
do they do the pilot and we
maybe.
just tell them to?
The question is not can, but it is should.
Leon, you don't need to take this job. It is your choice. You can either choose to be with us, or you can choose to go back to your sister in her fancy limo. The choice is yours, honey.
Hold on a minute. This has nothing to do with the limo.
Okay, bye. And I'll just, yeah, that's a. So, as a droid, would I have any kind of experience with things like this, or was Evans just being a speciesist, or was that like a thing that I would know?
What's your pilot skill?
I don't fucking know. Is that a skill?
Yeah, it's
Sure,
like
it
is.
Oh shit. Pilot.
Yeah.
It says. Oh, it's 5.
5's not great.
I'm a 7.
I have.
I'm
Okay.
a
Yeah,
7's a little bit.
no.
Well, I've got a
9.
6.
Strength and intelligence are not my strong suits, people. Okay.
Barris is a 9. It sounds like.
Yeah,
Oh,
strong and
Nice.
sprint.
I think Barris is going to be piloting this ship.
Yeah.
I don't care who wants to pilot or anything. But
Yeah.
I would suggest you pick.
Barris, you look like a
the better
capable
pilot.
fellow.
I have
about-
never seen one of these things before.
But we'll be right here with you. You can figure it out. Don't worry. We've all got your back. And I'll keep looking for that manual. We'll get Leon on the ship too. He'll be there.
Well, in that case, that's very comforting. Yes, I'll drive the giant metal thing.
Yes.
Death machine. Yes.
I mean,
it's a lucky death machine.
Exactly.
The lucky death machine.
Okay, that's the name of the ship.
Get the lucky death machine. Oh. Google tried to search what I was saying, and it made my camera freeze. So sorry.
I would volunteer for security detail, like security officer.
That is what you're good at, Egg.
We don't need a captain yet. Engineer.
Sounds like God already is.
I mean, I don't mean to take over things. I just I like to talk to people. I'm real good at talking to people.
Let me tell you real quick the stations on the ship that this ship has the ability for. So there is the helm, which is probably the person driving.
So that's
that requires. Sure, that'd be the pilot. Yep. There's also engineering, navigation and scanning, weapons, habitation, and personnel.
Can you tell us what skills these include, or?
The helm requires the pilot. Engineering requires. Is there an engineering skill?
Engineer, yeah.
There is, yeah.
I believe.
Okay.
Yep. Weapons, attack to a certain extent. But rarely are you going to have to use your own specific skills. Once you get on the ship, it kind of becomes this ship's skills a little bit.
Okay.
But generally, the people that are good at those things might go into those areas.
This is going to be like a long way to a small angry planet, and we're going to have like a sassy ship AI, or
maybe.
Oh, I hope so. I love sassy ship AI.
Same.
All right. So, do you board the ship? Head up to the bridge.
Oh yes. Well, I do.
Yep.
First I'll look over at Leon and kind of be like observing what he's doing.
Okay, sorry about that, sister. It seems certain people in my party might actually be stepping up to the plate for once. We can pick this back up later. And he hangs up.
Did you decide to join us?
I was always going to join you. I just didn't expect one of you to pilot this bloody thing.
You are welcome to, if you would prefer.
No. The habitation and personnel part is where I'll be residing. Hopefully they have like fucking tanning bed or something, because I'm just not
little
here.
Cucumbers for your eyes.
Mm-hmm. And I will be in charge of navigation because we need someone of some sense on the bridge.
What skill does navigation use?
Navigation is navigation.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Barris is smart. Monty is not. Never mind.
I mean, unless someone else, I have an 8 in navigation.
No, mine's a 7. So. It's fine. I don't mind being like the interfacer with crew and those kinds of things, if that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My engineering and piloting are both 9, so I'll like stay down there and do that sort of stuff.
Nice.
What about you, Leon? You got any engineering skills?
I said habitation and personnel. So.
Oh, is that actually a job? I thought you were actually just like Andy rattled off a lot of things that I did not catch. So
yeah,
okay, it was pretty cool.
At the bottom
I thought you were making like a I'm gonna go relax, fuck you guys kind of.
Oh, absolutely. that's what I am interpreting that.
Right. Okay, gotcha.
So this ship has specific stations, and at the bottom of the Roll20 is the sort of list of them, and the number beside it is how many of you can kind of be in charge of that at the same time.
All right.
And then the general statistics for this ship are on the right side. with the base attack of 6, defense 13, damage 1, shield 4, hull 2, which will come into play later.
So, what exactly are habitation and personnel, since I just kind of volunteered myself for them?
Well, I was figuring personnel would be like a captain-y type interfacing with people thing, but I could be wrong.
Right. So there's kind of a narrative role, which is where you will actually use skills. For example, there's a narrative element right now where you actually need to take off. So why don't we go ahead and have our helmsman, our helms person, go ahead and roll a pilot. Our helms bear.
Our helms bear.
Yes.
Our helms bear.
It wouldn't be built for his frame, so it's kind of like.
Yeah, he's squeezing into the seat. And
can I help Barris with lots of moral support?
Right.
You've got this, Barris.
I will need this. Yes.
I know that you can do it, and I don't know if there's advantage. And
go ahead and roll a 2d6, and then add that to your piloting skill.
Oh, that's not bad. I got a 6 and a 1, so that's something. 7
16.
plus 9, so 16.
16. Okay, good. All right, so the whole ship sort of shimmies and shakes as you turn the power on. That you start up the engines, you warm everything up. You are having a bit of trouble finding a couple elements of the ship itself, but then you just kind of take a breath, settle down a second, and you find everything you need to. So you start up the engines, you activate the artificial gravity, you start to then lift up and out. There is one small ship that sort of has to go sideways to avoid hitting you as you're pulling up out of this large warehouse in the back, and then gaining speed to get into orbit. But with just a little bit of a shimmy and a shake that makes everyone nervous, you're able to do so. Well done.
This is fine.
So
we're doing fine.
You've got it.
Is there artificial gravity on this ship, or are we all floating?
Currently, yes, artificial gravity. Barris turned that on. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, in the brief moment where there was no gravity, like,
Yeah.
Leon was freaking out.
He's just running as fast as he can in place.
His wings are flapping really hard, and he's just spinning in circles.
Leon, have you not been in a spaceship before?
Of course I have. My race of people prides itself on going forth to other planets and colonizing them. Hence, me being a colonizer, which is something I'm so proud of.
Yes, I get that.
Right.
Very strong. I do. Are you doing okay? Do you need anything?
Do you need a slap across the face? I got you.
Do you need a shot?
I'll take the slap across the face to the shot.
Bale is just gonna slap him hard across.
I reach back and do it at the same time on the other cheek, but with my metal hand. So.
Oh.
Oh, gee.
And then afterward, I just provide a shot, like give it instant shot.
Great job, Barris. You got us up here into space, I guess.
Right.
All right.
Now,
I know what I'm talking about.
Please tell me where I am supposed to be going.
So, who would like
Bela?
to head over to navigation?
Where are we going?
That is me.
All right.
All right.
So, go ahead and give me a navigation narrative check.
All right.
2d6. Add your navigation to it.
So 11. Oh, that's a 20.
Ooh.
Damn.
Very nice. Okay, so this is interesting. So with a 20, you at first plot the just quickest, straightest route, but you notice that there's going to have a lot of meteorite impact as you head through a meteorite belt. So you quickly change course just to kind of go around it, but you still can get there in a very timely manner.
It'd be an asteroid belt because they haven't landed.
Sure, yes.
A dancing castle. That's beautiful.
Asteroid. Well,
Vela, about how long do you think this trip is going to be?
probably in about 10 hours, you think?
10 hours.
To get there.
What kind of speed we going?
Pretty fast. If Barris wants to push it, you might be able to get there in about
We're not in a
6
hurry,
hours.
I don't think.
Yeah,
But that would
we're in a
give
hurry.
me 2 glitch points.
We're getting the paid the same no matter what, so.
Yeah, it's
We're
fine.
going on a pleasure cruise. It's fine.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm already pretty pleased.
Yep.
All right, then.
You do get a little bit of a light blinking, Barris, on your console, and you're not exactly sure what that is.
Not.
But there is a small little button you can push.
I go running over to Barris.
It is doing something.
It is. How does the light look? Is it red, green, blue, pink?
Say
it's
don't
blinking.
push.
It's blinking red, and there's a small. It looks like to you, Dot. It looks like a communication light, like someone's trying to page the bridge.
Oh, great. Barris, I'm going to press this button. Is that okay? I think somebody's trying to talk to us.
Oh, you do the talking then. Yes, you please.
But Barris, you're so good at it.
I do not think so.
I'll press the button.
All right. Sorry about that bridge. It's me, Whip. Listen.
I'm sorry. Who have we met?
Yeah, we met.
I'm just kidding, Whip. It's fine.
Oh, not a great time for jokes. Okay, so
Oh.
there'll be a problem. Someone didn't flip the life support on for Sector 4. I just wonder if someone could do that real quick.
Sure, we'll get right on that. Light support, Sector 4. You got it.
Great, thanks.
Can we scan the buttons? Should I? Who should do that? Should Barris do that?
Whoever wants to head over to habitation.
What is
that
the
will
skill
be
for that?
That's going to be computing.
Computing. I'm 7. I think
I'm an
Chelsea might be
8.
high. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an 8 in computing.
Go for it.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Are we
Is she
actually
still
around?
Can she leave
I was like-
navigation or?
You
Can I
can. You can
do-
move.
Okay.
Right now, you can move around.
Well, because I'm on the bridge. I'm on the bridge already with
So
you.
I would
So
run over
that's
to.
what-
I would run over to Vela and be like, "Hey, so you're good with these computer things, right? So you can maybe life
Yeah.
support Sector 4, so our crew doesn't die. Bless you."
That
I also
would
really want
be
Barris to
helpful.
sneeze like that. That would make me very happy.
Oh, he for sure does.
That's adorable.
All
Oh, wait, is
right.
Barris a polar bear? We were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
Barris is a polar bear. Yes.
Yes.
Polar bear.
I was right. Okay.
Just made up that amazing detail, or if you had said that.
No,
yeah,
no.
Great.
When we first started, I introduced him as a polar bear. Yeah.
Yeah,
Beautiful,
because in my head, so like in Fortnite, the skin that I always default to is this large bipedal polar bear. Like, and in my head, I'm like, that is exactly what Barris looks like. And I'm like, but
Oh,
wait, I
that's
don't
so
actually know
funny.
if Barris is a polar bear. But in my head, they are.
Yep. He's a big
There you
polar
go.
bear.
Yes.
Weird tatted.
Now I'm
clothes
gonna
and a
see your-
big fang necklace.
Nice. Oh, beautiful.
Love it. I love
Beautiful.
it.
So Vela, give me a computing roll.
All right.
Whip already hates me for making jokes. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
Story of
he
my
was
life.
Just a little anxious.
A little worried about
16.
dying. It's fine.
16.
16.
All right. With a 16, it's not working, and you're not exactly sure why. You type in a couple more commands, and then you find out, oh shit, there's this life support system in Sector 4 doesn't even have power. So someone needs to go to engineering real quick, and figure out why.
How far away is engineering from? The
So engineering will be just down one straight level from the bridge. It just takes a
9.
Yeah, I'm a 6.
I'm a
You could
7.
leave the helm.
Can I just say that it's so on brand that Sam is not sharing his numbers at all because Leon would not step in to help, and I just really appreciate that.
I'm also 6'7" in literally everything, so generally speaking, someone else is going to have a higher number than me.
Ditto.
Yeah. And so also Leon's probably just like hanging around the personnel without actually talking to them.
Sounds good. Okay.
Trying to act all cool.
Yeah, there's
Barris,
like red.
how about you go and check out the power? I'll stay up here, monitor all the beeps and boops, and make sure that everything's good. Okay?
I suppose I will need some help squeezing out.
Here, I can help you with that.
Sure. Get out of the chair.
And I stick my like metal hands down and like.
And there's just a little like.
There's a pop.
Okay, cool. I'll try and squeeze my way down into engineering.
All right. Yeah, you run into the service elevator, kind of in the back of the bridge area. And
no.
go down.
Oh,
Are you going alone?
Okay. I don't know, unless somebody wants to come with me.
I was gonna keep watch on the.
I'll go.
Yeah.
I don't know how much help I'll be, but I can go.
It's up to you. All right. So Egg and Barris slide on down. All right. So as you get down there, you see a couple kind of people just kind of hanging around. One's eating like a hoagie, and you look at them, and they sort of look at you, and they're like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Oh, maybe I should have gone. Fuck.
We need power to Sector 4. To Sector 4 life support immediately.
To Sector 4 life support.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking teamster over here.
So
Jeez.
people don't die.
Yeah, hold on. Chill. And he puts the sandwich in his mouth and he kind of holds it and he starts kind of typing. But he's on the wrong screen, Barris. Like, he's not even, like, you just need to push him aside and get this fixed.
I will very politely, like nudge him out of the way.
Okay. Just
Try and
get him out of the way.
Please excuse me.
As this is going on, Dot, the communication light is blinking again.
Cool. I press it.
There are people in Sector 4.
So,
we need to get this fixed.
Yeah. So what happened was we tried to fix it, and there was no power. So Barris is down there working on the power right now. We probably should have. We probably should have. You could tell him to move to a different part of the ship. You know, it's a good thing to point out that we should have checked over the things before we just flew, and now we know to put that in our notebook for next time.
Great.
And don't worry,
awesome.
If anybody dies, we'll fix them. Bye, thanks,
Sounds good.
Click. And I'm gonna like,
give me an,
can I like walk and talkie Barris and be like, how's it going, Barris? Is Whip is just checking in. Everything's fine. Just want to know if you're doing okay.
Yeah, that is it's a 9 plus fuck, I can't math. 3, 8. 9 plus 8.
17.
17.
Nice. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Yeah. So you restore power to the life support of Sector 4.
I tried to be real calm and talking to Barris and not being like, do it.
No, I don't think he'd be. He's cool most of the time, but I think as soon as there's some pressure, he'll just grumble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Dot, you see the whole system sort of light up green in front of you, which is great. It seems
does that
nominal.
mean, does Vela need to do some things, or is
do I have to do a thing?
You need to probably turn on the life support, but you now have power.
Vela, we got power. Let's do this.
Okay. Do I have to roll anything, or can I just press the button?
This one is just a simple switch.
Roll to press the button. You miss it. No.
I'm gonna press the button.
I can't get it.
How do I?
I'm gonna do it with enthusiasm.
I would like to posit that as all of this is happening, Leon back with the personnel, has his phone out, and he's on Orbiter, which is the intergalactic form of Tinder. And,
oh my god, yes.
And
that's so canon now.
Yeah, Orbiter.
Orbiter.
Yeah, there you go. And he's like swiping, and as it swipes, it does like a shooting star animation. It's really cute.
Is it like a the more you know kind of shooting star?
Yes.
Okay.
And he has it sorted by distance. He wants to see if anyone else on the ship is using Orbiter.
Nice. The guy with the hoagie totally fucking is. That's what he was doing on his screen. You could be that hoagie, Leon.
Oh. Yeah, totally. The hoagie guy definitely comes up as one of your options.
He does.
Hoagie in his picture?
That's his name. Hoagie guy 69.
Hoagie guy. Yeah. It's his orbiter handle. Oh god.
Okay, yeah. If I recognize that like he's like only a few feet away, I'm gonna swipe right.
Okay.
Does that mean that that's good? Yes, I don't know Tinder very well.
I don't know Tinder either.
Swiping left is a pass. Swiping
so
right.
Swiping right is a okay.
Yeah, it's yes. Okay.
Barris and
We're
Egg,
real cool.
You both hear a woo, and then he picks up his phone and he's like, "Oh, right on." He puts it back in his pocket.
I feel like this is a good fit.
Unless Egg or Barris wants to do anything down in engineering, you are free to go wherever you like.
I would like to do. I would like to look around.
Oh, sorry. You go.
And just, I'm not interrupting. I mean, I am. But when they're done with their thing, during this time, I'm going to communicate to Whip. So I just wanted to put that in there in case whatever happens.
Sure.
They do their thing, so I just want to let you know that's what I was doing.
Cool.
Barris, go.
Oh, I was going to say, I just want to check all the other engineering systems to make sure everything's all right. Now that we've made this discovery, I want to check everything else.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, check it out. Give me an engineering roll.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. 10 plus 9, 19.
19. Actually, you do discover a little thing. Yeah. So power from the auxiliary battery is fluctuating a little bit more than it should be here. So that's something that you might be able to clamp down if you'd like. It should make sure that that your weapon systems on the port side shouldn't fail. So it's probably good to do.
Yeah, I'll try and fix that then.
Yeah, it just takes actually just a couple people sort of calibrating. So Egg, why don't you give me an engineering roll too, just in case? Shouldn't be too hard for you, but while you're helping Barris here.
Egg, could you come here for a moment and have a look at this?
Sure, I can help. I think. Let me take a look. Oh, or maybe not. Let's see. That would be a 12.
Too bad.
12 is good. 12 is good enough. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
It's not super hard. Yeah, Barris is actually sort of making sure everything is perfect. They just need you to sort of calibrate with them. And yeah, you make sure that that is completely fixed. And that seemed to be the only thing that you could find wrong currently.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell Hoagie guy. Oh, sorry. Just keep doing things, making sure your job. I think, right? You make sure things work.
I mean, everything stops working eventually.
Okay, but we don't want it to stop working while we are in it. Perhaps,
right.
Especially in space.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah. By the way, it's super sad about global warming.
What? Wow.
That just sucks. So.
Dude.
I mean, where I come from, it is very cold, so farming would actually.
Oh, right.
Is there anybody else around that could maybe take you somewhere else and replace you with somebody who knows what they are doing, perhaps?
Yeah, I'll look into that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call Dot.
I would suggest doing that rather quickly.
Dot.
Yeah, so first, while they were doing that, I just want to call in and check and just check in with Whip and just, press a little button and try and call him. Beep.
Right. Yeah.
Whip?
Yeah, so he's like wiping sweat off his forehead. Yeah. What can I do for you?
I flip my real human hair just a little,
God, I forgot about that.
just in case you forgot.
Yeah.
Y'all know you love it.
Whip her hair back and forth.
As I talk to Whip.
And it grows like at the regular length.
I have to get it cut.
Ow.
Sometimes I have a nice bob. Sometimes, I've got like the.
That would mean you actually have like a scalp underneath your like robot head. I don't know.
I've just got little like things, underneath my robot head that allow it to like grow somehow, like kind of like a chia pet, but of real human hair.
That's what I envisioned, and like I also like cannot see Dot without a perm.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
it's beautiful.
There's some big hair there.
It's strawberry blonde too, so it's like that. So Whip, how's Sector 4 doing?
I mean, they're kind of pissed.
Yeah.
Could you send someone down to talk to them or something? I mean, it was like half the cook crew, so.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, you don't want to piss them off.
Sure, I'll be down in just a moment, okay?
Oh, it's fine. Sure, great. Okay.
And then does Barris call as I'm ending this? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Hi, Barris.
Hi.
Thank you so much for saving all the crewmen's lives.
Oh,
that was really clutch.
I suppose they are welcome. Captain. Do we have a replacement for engineering? Because this man is perhaps either brain damaged or otherwise incapacitated, and we really need a replacement.
You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to check on that. I'll look over the crew and kind of see. I'll suss out kind of who's who. How about you come up here to the helm? I'm going to go check in on the cooks that almost died and make sure they don't poison. I mean, nope. I'm just going to check and make sure they're okay. And then you come up here and pilot. Everything will be great. We're doing great. Everybody's still alive. Nobody's disappeared. It's a good time.
And I can stay in engineering then and make sure Hoagie Boy doesn't.
Yeah, make sure that Hoagie, at least he's not going to do well, but let's make sure he doesn't do poorly.
Yes.
Okay.
Egg, you look over to Hoagie Guy, and he has dropped a slice of tomato accidentally on the console and is picking it up. And
I slap him. I just fully bear slap him.
The Hoagie goes flying.
Yeah. Ugh.
He's now Hoagie-less guy.
No food in the engine. And I
Now, Mr. Hoagie Guy, what is your name, actually?
Hoagie Guy was my father. My name is...
Yeah, please be Hogan.
They call me Pick around here.
Junior Hoagie.
Okay. Pick, why don't you take a break for a half an hour?
Oh, right on.
And then we'll find you and let you know your next assignment.
No drugs while on the job.
And no drugs while on the job.
I did say this place has like a lot of rules.
Yeah, unfortunately, we would like to stay alive. So
Okay.
have a good break.
Hey.
He'll walk away.
So I want to look around to see if there's like some kind of gift basket I can put together from the things that are around here, or something to go and present to all the people that almost died from our negligence.
Okay. There's like a little mini fridge under the captain's chair. You open that up.
I'm gonna put some Toblerone and some like mini booze bottles.
There's like one candy bar that looks edible, and everything else in there looks like it's been there too long.
Can I like cast a spell that replenishes food? Like take energy from the air around me to like.
I would say that would take about 3 life or so.
Okay. It's been a while since I've cast spells, so I'm just gonna scroll down to what I got.
Yeah, you're good.
Big old kitty.
Oh, kitty butt. You slut! Don't just show your. No.
Jesus, it's not a sledgehammer.
Like that's an interesting tactic.
Well, she just put the tail down. It just was funny. I'm sorry. My friend got me a twinkle tush as a joke, and I tried to attach it to my cat's tail, and he was not having it. Literally flung it across the room off his tail. Anyway, okay. So yeah, could I like wait, let me find a thing so that I can write. So I've used 3. How many can I store? I should have written this, but I didn't because I'm a terrible person.
You can store up to 5 of your primary and your secondary.
Right. Total or to get each?
Each. 5 of each. So
okay.
You'd have 10 total, and you'd be down to 7 with this.
Okay. And yeah, so I have I have life already because of that was what my shit is. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna totally use that in a useful way, and I'm gonna try to like breathe life into the food, and maybe like if there's any like potted plants around too, kind of like make a nice little bouquet with it that I breathe life into, and just make like a little like edible arrangements, but of like mini bar shit and flowers.
There's like a moldy yogurt that you can sort of sprout into a sort of slight bouquet of flowers.
Fucking nice.
And then there's what looks to be some kind of old jerky. And I know jerky lasts a long time, but this has been here a very, very long time. And you can sort of breathe a little life into that as well.
Cool. So what can I make a nice little gift basket out of that?
Nice.
A little gift teacup?
You can make a gift basket. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
There's also a mug that says "World's Horniest Captain." You're not sure who that belongs to.
It belongs to fucking me now. Sweet. So I'm gonna take also. Oh shit! I have an instrument that I play, and I totally wrote it down. I did. Yep.
Okay.
I did. I did.
Uh-huh.
I know.
Didn't you like? Oh man.
We talked about it for a while.
Yeah. Like,
I thought it was something stringed.
That's why I said a loop.
If you,
I don't fucking know musical instruments, Sam.
If you have it written down, you have it. If you don't have it written down, generally then.
No, we were just deciding on it, like what it was, whether I was going to do a drum or a something. But I'm pretty sure we decided on a banjo.
Yeah, actually, I think
So I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna take my banjo with me.
Sure.
And I'm gonna go over to Sector 4 and kind of like just walk in and check on people. Like, hey, how are we doing in here? I'm sorry about the little power mix-up. Our friend in engineering hadn't turned the power on here. And so we fixed that. It's fixed now. I've brought this lovely gift basket. I made this bouquet myself, and I just place it on the table.
I love it. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay, let me bring that up. Persuasion is 11. So I rolled 2d6 for this, right?
Yep. And then add 11.
Don't forget the hair toss that has to be involved.
Yeah. 18.
18? Quite good. Yeah, they're like putting on a few bandages. They're like you see Whip actually helping with a breathing apparatus because someone's having a hard time catching their breath back.
Cool.
But everyone seems okay, and while they're definitely giving you a side eye, they've definitely taken the candy bar and started passing out slices of it.
Great.
Slices,
and I say
candy bar, sure, yeah.
And I just pull out my banjo and start picking a little tune for them and singing a nice little song that I learned back in the droid factory where they make all the
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Give me a performance check.
Yeah, tell us how well Dot performed Wonderwall.
It was probably something way too folksy, like fucking "Oh Susanna" or something. Performance.
Yeah.
I don't see performance.
Or is there like a? What is this?
Underneath lore and culture.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. I just can't look at things. Okay. So I rolled a 2 and a 1, but I have +8, so that's 11.
Would you like to re-roll that? I can use my ability. I'll use my ability to let you re-roll that.
Ooh.
That means
Yay.
That is a good
sorry, but
ability.
thank you.
Okay.
Playing a banjo for a bunch of cooks is going to be the most pressing thing you do today, so well spent.
So, okay, 7 + 8 is 15.
15's good. Yeah, 15's good. A few of them are actually
Susanna, don't you die for me. I don't remember it. It's been so fucking long since I have heard that song. Okay. Probably like elementary school. Alabama with a banjo on my knee.
Oh, Susanna, don't you die on me.
That's what I sing to the cooks.
The guy with the breathing apparatus says,
Yeah.
That's me. I won't die on you.
I'm Susanna.
Who's currently on the bridge?
So wait, did I make the cooks happy? Are they at least not gonna hate us?
They're tapping their foot.
Is
I'm crazy on the bridge.
I think
it's Barris.
It's Barris and Vela. I don't know.
Vela and Leon, maybe.
And Barris.
Pick.
Yeah, Barris.
Pick's on a break.
Pick is in engineering.
No.
Pick's on a break.
Pick is in the cafeteria. Yeah, on a break.
Yeah, then that's where I am.
Okay. You're visiting personnel then too. All right.
Oh God.
So Barris and Vela are the only ones on the. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, Vela, you're just kind of talking to Barris for a second, and you see over the shoulder an incoming transmission from someone outside the ship now.
Oh. So you mean it's like a hologram transmission, or is it like?
Right now, it's just kind of a blinking light in the corner of like the main screen.
I look over at Barris. Should we press that button?
Old Dot did last time, and if Dot says it's okay, then I guess it's okay.
I'm gonna text Dot. Dot, should I press the button?
With no context.
That's all you text?
Should I press the button?
Could I have a bit of context there, Vela?
There's another flashing button that's different than the last flashing button, but you seem really good at pressing buttons, and I'm not sure. So I just want to make sure that it's a good idea.
What? Should I come back, or do you just want me to give you confidence?
No. We just need confidence. You don't need to come back.
Push that button, and you will do such a good job. I just know it. The stars will be shining behind you, and you'll look amazing, and you'll feel great doing it.
She's just going to give back the heart text emoji. All right. Barris.
And we all die.
Yeah. And I look over. Barris, I'm gonna press the button, and I, with hesitancy, press the transmission button.
Okay. You jettison the cafeteria out into space. No,
Great. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
This has become Space Oddity.
You press the button, and then immediately on your smaller screen, it's just to the left of the helm. You have just kind of a bunch of like words, like a readout of some sort, some numbers. And give me a navigation check.
Okay, that's good. That's what you do.
Yeah, that happened to be real good.
11.
11. All right, that's not amazing.
Did you roll 2 ones?
Yeah.
Oh no!
I was like, because you have a 9, right? So you got some snake eyes there.
Yeah, it's great.
So.
Okay.
Am I gonna die?
Josh just rocked it out on her banjo.
That Susanna's.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? At least now we're not going to be poisoned by the cooks.
Also true.
Because they probably were going to kill us or hurt us a lot.
You're looking at this readout, the transmission that was sent, and you don't quite understand what it is. It seems to be coordinates, but you have no idea why all of a sudden you get some coordinates.
Can I counter that with like perception or something to try to see if I can figure it out?
Your navigation was all your efforts to try to figure it out as best as you could with everything you can think of at the moment. Yeah. But
what
hey,
is it, Taylor? Oh, I don't know. I can't read it either. So
read it
I just asked her what it was.
Devela, how'd that button pressing go? You doing good?
We're doing not bad.
Okay.
That's somewhat alarming, but okay.
There's a lot of code, and I'm imagining it means something, but I don't know what it means.
Okay, I'm gonna come back now. You've done a great job. I'm just gonna stop playing the banjo and be like, "Bye, everybody. See you at dinner. Can't wait," and just back out.
Bye. Have a nice time.
Pretty android lady.
And I flip my hair as I turn around, and I then as soon as I leave the area where they can see me, I just start booking it to head up to the bridge.
Hey.
Would I be able to use my navigation and have a look? Or is this like a one check only thing?
One for Vela, but yeah, you can give it a look. Yeah.
Meanwhile, at this point, I'm going to start writing them down. I'm going to try to start writing down the symbols, see if it's some sort of puzzle or something.
Okay.
What is it? Navigation 8 plus 7, whatever that is.
15.
15.
Okay. Oh. With a 15, you can tell that there's some sort of danger marker here. This might be a distress signal.
Oh.
Or a warning. Well, there is either somebody in distress asking for help or somebody warning us to stay away from danger. So we have 2 choices, and they are polar opposites.
Danger,
you have coordinates and
no danger.
Yeah.
Can I
danger or help?
Can I also make a check when I get up there, or are we going check crazy?
Yeah, eventually, yeah. No, you get up there, doors open, and you see both Barris and Vela like really pondering these strange symbols.
I rolled another 2 and a 1, so that's a 10.
Okay. Yeah, with a 10, you are pretty sure that they are numbers and letters.
Yeah.
Nice. So I can tell that these are numbers and letters. Not quite sure what they mean. So, Barris, you say that it's danger, but it could be for help or to avoid.
Well, yes, I recognize this symbol. It means danger. but because I don't know the context, it is either somebody is in danger and asking for help, or somebody is saying there is danger this way, stay away.
Vela, are those coordinates on our way to Drinkwin?
They're not too far off, Vela. It might add an hour to your travel.
But we also could just... because here's the thing, is do we want to pay attention to our bounty, or do we want to possibly help someone in danger, or do we want to just avoid it altogether and not have the issue? Should we take a vote?
Maybe this is how the other crew disappeared. This could be a trap.
Or maybe they didn't go.
Or they could be warning us of danger on our route that we are taking and pointing us in a better direction.
Also true. As you are pondering this, Leon, you get down to the cafeteria. And you see Pick at the counter, and he's just purchased another hoagie, and he's taking it back over to his seat, and he's very slowly eating it.
This hoagies.
Okay.
Space hoagie.
Yeah. So little thing you guys need to know about Leon, and his ways.
He likes big hoagies.
And he cannot lie.
Oh yeah, only the big ones will do it for him. No.
I'm so hungry right
now. Right.
After getting rejected by Evan and Tom, he this is something new for him, because rejection is not something that he has had to endure before, and so he's having difficulty processing this. And so to try to get back up on his high horse, he's already gone too far by being the first person to swipe right on Orbiter between the two of them, because it's always supposed to be the other way for Leon.
Gotcha.
And so now that he's gone and made that step, he is waiting for Pick to make the first move here. So he's making himself obvious, like, he's like moved from the corner of the space to like the middle, and like trying really hard to not look like he's casually glancing over at Pick. At Pick's big hoagie, and yeah, and he's just kind of casually glancing at his phone too. So
okay, very good. All right, so Egg, you're sort of in control of engineering at the moment. Nothing else seems to be going on. Dot, you've made it up to the bridge as well, and looked at what you can. But the three of you on the bridge seem like the only ones currently in the decision-making mindset.
While I'm in the engineering, I would like to be looking around to see if there are any
stealable objects.
Stealable objects. Thank you.
Hoardable objects.
Or perhaps more leftover pieces of hoagie.
Just put that tomato from the console into your bag.
Make a bouquet.
You see about 5 like real thick but long screws that look really, really shiny.
And they don't look
shiny,
like they
thick, and
belong
long.
to anything.
They're just kind of laying in on the floor in the corner.
I will take those thick, shiny screws.
Don't forget long.
Right.
Long, thick, shiny screws.
Yep. All right. You now have 5 long, thick, shiny screws in your inventory.
Okay, so Barris and Vela, we are at a crossroads here, it seems, and we're the ones with the decision-making power. Do we want to continue on and ignore the coordinates, or do we want to go to them? What should I get? Let me get out a piece of paper and let's write a pros and cons list, and it'll be just fine. And I start to write it out. Okay, pros, possibly helping somebody in danger. Cons, death.
Well, we have 3 options really, and 2 of which are going to the coordinates for different reasons. Statistically, if they are even odds, then we are more likely to find something beneficial at the coordinates than we are at our current projection.
So that sounds like a vote for yes. So it sounds like in the pros column, more statistically beneficial. Yes. Okay. In the pros column, got it.
Statistically, duh.
Duh. Got that. Yes. Okay. Vela, pros and cons.
Oh, well, if we go, we're talking about our original trajectory.
Like, do we want to just stay on the trajectory? Like, yeah, stay on it, or go to the coordinates.
Well, the pros of our current trajectory. I can't.
Sure.
Try saying that in Barris's voice. Holy shit!
Our current
trajectory, yes,
is we get paid, and we all know we love to get paid. Might be a safer route. There's probably less danger involved, which we've had enough danger for all of us at this point. It would be nice to have one job that doesn't involve us almost getting killed. I would really love to not almost be murdered at work. It's just a thought. The other way, we're being good people. We're helping others.
I almost believe that you cared about that. I'm going to put that down. Being good people, sort of. That's in the pros column.
Can you put that in small? Can you put that in small writing?
Yes, it's in very, very small, minute text in the cons column.
Don't say it was me.
No, I would never. Don't worry, honey. In the cons column, I'm going to write not maybe murdered and not getting paid, which is, So now we're at 3 and 3.
Well, building on that, thinking about the psychology of Vela and how she's thinking, but also we have to consider this ship has been attacked before. And if we are taking the same route that assumedly the people before us took, then there is more danger on the known route than there is on the unknown.
Unless they went on the unknown route too.
Andy, can we check their previous? Can we check like ship's logs and things like that, or like routes to see where the ship went previously, to see if it went to these coordinates?
Absolutely, yeah. You head over to navigation.
I ask Vela to do that. I say, Vela, can you check all these things that I just said to the Overlord?
And Vela's gonna begrudgingly go over.
So you pull up the ship's logs. They've been locked. Which means you're gonna need to kind of hack into this.
Oh yeah.
Where is hack? I heard this not in alphabetical order.
What is
yeah, right here.
Why?
That's why I couldn't find it.
Mine.
Smart.
Is hack available? What skill is that under computing?
It'd be computing.
Okay.
Okay. Please don't be ones. Please don't be ones. Please don't be ones. Yay! Okay, we're not. Okay.
That was such pure excitement.
It's not ones. It's important. So we are at 18.
Ooh.
18. Okay. 18. Yeah, you're able to actually
go into the
hack
net.
into the system. It wasn't hard, but it was locked by bounty buddies, and you're able to kind of pull up a previous route. They were on this route. They did not necessarily change course. Their trajectory was about to take them into the asteroid field, but it seems like they never made it that far even.
So they didn't go to these new coordinates?
No.
And they didn't look like they were going to?
Right. They got to about where you are now, it seems like.
Yeah, this was my theory. Yeah, we're being warned about something ahead.
So let's. I think that Barris is right then. That maybe in the prose section, not disappearing, and that's 4-3. So I say we change it.
Very
I
well.
mean,
and
the pros and cons lists don't lie. I'm right. All right, Vela. Set a course to those coordinates, and I try to sound way more in charge than I actually am.
Cool.
All right. All right. This will add a little bit of time unless you want to burn the engines hotter.
No,
Nah.
I don't want to go too fast.
Evans did not say there was a time limit on this shit, so.
Nope.
No, you didn't. Yeah.
That's his own fault if it doesn't get delivered fast enough.
Gives Leon more time with
to
Hoagie
give
guy.
us some information, and yeah, maybe then Leon can get some hoagie.
Okay.
Maybe
All
more
right,
than one.
and yeah, Leon, as you were waiting to be noticed by Pick, he very slowly finishes his entire sandwich, and then just kind of sits there for a little.
Very slowly.
Yeah, before anything else happens, how long have I been waiting here? Because this is an important thing.
I would say 10-15 minutes.
Okay, because if it's like that is like the maximum length that I feel like it is okay for one to just sit in one place doing absolutely nothing. And I feel like for Leon, like he's now like realizing that like somehow, some ungodly way, Pick has been able to resist his irresistibility.
Yeah.
And now he's feeling a bit dejected, and he decides that I guess now it's time to rejoin the crew if nothing's going to be happening here, because I wasn't going to be making the first moves. In order to feel validated, I needed him to do that, and I didn't. So now I'm just dejected.
Yeah, he seems too in his own world at the moment.
In his own hoagie.
So you head back up to the bridge
He's
then
in the
as well.
hoagie world.
Hoagie world.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So Dot, you're feeling pretty good. Barris, you're doing all right. Leon enters the bridge as well.
We put in the new coordinates, yeah?
Yep, put in the new coordinates. Yep, the ship is that you can kind of feel the ship sort of listing just a little bit off course, and then it settles and with just a bit of a shimmy, just sort of gone through the whole ship because it's old. You feel like you're on a new course.
So when Leon, sorry, you can go first.
Vela, you hear a ping with your scanning equipment.
Good.
Like
is it like a radar type ping?
Yeah, it's the long range scanners pinged something, but now that you look over at it, you don't see anything, because you were first like, hey, if this is like a ship that might be in trouble, if we come up on it, long range scanners should ping it for us pretty quickly. But this ping seemed to have happened and now disappeared.
That's concerning.
So if you want, you could theoretically try to boost the signal to try to see further, but that would require a bit of engineering work as well.
Okay. Well, my engineering's a 7, so it's not. Or I could have someone with better engineering come in assist.
Right. You would have to stay here at the scanner.
Okay. Yeah.
And work navigation while someone else was in engineering.
Barris, you have a 9.
Yeah.
A 9's in engineering, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna ask, hey Barris, I need to stay here, but I need some help from you to check to see if, remember that danger I talked about, that there might be someone to kill us? We want to make sure that that isn't a thing. So can you maybe scan engineering and boost our signal so we can find out if we're not going to die?
I
Please.
will try. my best. I also do not wish for us to die, so I will go. And Dot, can you mind the steering?
You got it. And is there a steering? I'm going to pretend that there's no steering. I'm assuming there's no steering wheel because that's not how spaceships work. Probably you don't drive them. But I'm going to sit there and like do just this.
Okay.
And have a little tune.
There's definitely a way to control the ship.
But I don't want to. I just want to like do the little like Minnie Mouse like driving where they're not and just like whistle a tune, but I can't really whistle because I'm a droid. But I just like let air release through a hole in my face.
All right, Barris, you head on down then.
All right.
You see Egg down there as well, just kind of scanning for little knickknacks, just in general.
Hello,
you
Barris.
missed. There is a little globe over there.
Ooh.
That might be
Ooh.
That looks
quite shiny.
nice.
Cool. I'll try and use the signal.
All right, give me an engineering check.
I'm gonna fail eventually. That's not bad. That's a 6 plus 9, 15.
Oh, Susanna.
You are able to boost the signal just a little bit. So Vela, give me a navigation check then.
All right. 4, 8, 16.
16. Okay, boosting the long range scanners. For a moment, you get another blip, and a quick little readout that sort of suggests there might be a couple ships on the very, very edge of what you can scan. And they seem to be in the path of where you were going. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. So they're back behind us.
So yeah, they are off. You are not heading toward them anymore. They are sort of way off course. But
so maybe Barris was right
of what you could do. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Barris might have saved our life because I wouldn't have even thought of that. So
I wouldn't have either.
I was just like, oh yeah, somebody needs help, sure. And you're like, here's 17 options that it could actually be. And I'm like, oh shit.
Well, that's just me though. Like,
right.
I analyze so many things. I'm like, well, these are all our options. Yeah, sorry.
It's beautiful.
That was pure Monty just talking through.
All right. And tell me if anything else happens that you guys want to do within the next hour or two. Yeah.
I feel like I would at least update Leon and Egg on the actions that we took. On the fact that we got coordinates, we changed to them because we thought that there might be danger. And then it seems like, yes, we actually avoided danger. So somehow we were most likely saved. Hooray. And then I showed them my pros and cons list.
Leon pretends to not care, but he's like actually listening and paying attention, but giving no obvious signs of that. He's just gone a very pale, like beige color at this point, and is like slouched in one of the passenger chairs playing like some game on his phone.
Vela's gonna send him a picture that she drew on the virtual version of her phone of what he looks like in the most unflattering fashions ever.
Jeez. Kick him while he's down.
Oh wait, we're not all together. I'm still in engineering, am I? Or am I back?
Well, this is in the hour and two that passes. So
yeah,
okay.
In the hour or two that
I would at some point call, see if I could get Whip around and find out if he knows if there's somebody else that.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to do that, but then the coordinates distracted me and the whole banjo playing and everything. Sorry, Egg.
That's okay.
Captains have a lot of responsibilities, you know.
Yeah, no problem. I can talk to Whip. You do what you need to do.
And I fan myself in my hair a little bit. Blows.
All right, so you communicate for Whip. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, so I gave a pick. I put him on a break for a while because he really wasn't doing very well here in engineering.
Yeah, he's been just sort of wandering around since then. So
Yeah, feel free to give him a different assignment. And we need someone down here, an engineer, that can actually do the job.
We don't have many engineers, but I have someone that can just follow orders. I can send him.
All right, that'll work.
His name's Pick.
Yeah, as long as he's not gonna, mess things up.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's a she. Yeah, it's
right.
Her name's Goat. Yeah.
Her name's what? Yogurt?
Her name's Goat.
Goat?
Goat.
Oh, is she?
So we've got Whip, Pick, and Goat.
She's quite helpful. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, send her on down.
She's a helpful goat.
Yeah.
Hey. All right. All right. And then Whip disconnects.
Excellent.
Leon texts back, "Who is this?"
To whom?
To
Who are you
Vela?
texting that? Oh, to Vela.
Apparently to Vela, because I don't have anyone's numbers saved in my phone.
Nice.
And Vela's gonna send back the most beautiful caricature of herself to send back to you.
Wow.
And yet
you don't get a response, but
Oh, sorry.
Leon just puts his phone down and then goes to sleep, I think.
Aw.
I think before he and he can go to sleep, but I feel like Dot would at least go and sit by him and kind of check in with him. Just, he doesn't have to talk to her if he doesn't want to, but I feel like she would see that.
Oh, he has his headphones in.
Of course he does. Dot's going to be one of those people that walks up anyway and talks to you with your headphones in, asks you what you're reading.
She absolutely is.
God, no, I can't be that person. I'll just sit next to you when I'm not doing anything, just awkwardly. I won't say anything, but I'll just sit there.
About this time,
okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Liam. Yeah. How do you react?
I was just gonna say after an uncomfortably long amount of time, or what would be uncomfortable to me, which is any amount of time that next to me. But I remove a singular earbud and side eye. Can I help you?
Just wanted to check in and see how you were doing. It seems like it's been a rough day. Did you need anything?
I'm here on a frigate in the middle of nowhere. No, I don't need anything. And then I just put the earbud back in. That's it. That end scene.
Yeah. And I just, under my breath, I just say, he's fun.
Aww.
And about this time, the doors to the bridge slide open, and you see Pick just kind of scratching himself a little bit.
I swear to God, if this guy ends up being a fucking villain, I'm going to shoot you, Andy.
The doors close.
In front of him or behind him?
He didn't come onto the bridge. He was just somehow in the elevator.
I thought you meant they closed behind him and then he's just like, hello.
Nope. They close in front of him and he's gone again. He seems to be wandering around, is what you would guess, looking for a new thing to
Should
do.
we restrain that man? I feel like he might get into trouble if we just let him wander.
You can lock the doors to the bridge if you want.
No, that's not. I'm not worried about him here. I'm worried about him on the ship. What if he wanders and then just opens a door to the outside or something?
Those are generally locked.
Supply of hoagies.
I don't know. This hoagie man is very resourceful in his terribleness. I guess. I mean,
Captain, if you want to lock someone up.
Right.
Egg, do you have any means in which locking somebody in a room, but maybe not as a bad thing? Maybe he'll enjoy it.
Perhaps we do not lock him away. We just give him a task that is perhaps very far away, takes a lot of time, and is not at all important.
Sure. How about I go break something and ask him to glue it all back together?
Excellent.
The door's open again, and
something.
And he's there.
Hey, Pick. How's it going?
Huh? You talk.
I'm Dot. That's okay. You'll get used to it. I'm Dot. I'm your captain. Follow me, please. And I'm just gonna kind of guide him to a storage room if he'll come with me.
I was assigned to weapons. Where's
no? Yes. You know, actually, it's gonna
one
be
and this
just
one.
Just follow me.
I hope that really happened.
Just follow me, and I'm assuming I'm larger than him since I'm 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna arm around him, steer him with me.
Leon gives a hopeful, longing glance.
Oh.
He looks
Leon,
over.
do you want to show him the ropes of gluing?
No. Pick needed to make advances onto him. I was just hoping it would happen.
Do you want to show him the shards of your heart?
That was cold.
Your Humpty Dumpty heart.
Yeah. Ouch.
He looks over at you, Leon, and he goes, oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That was not the affirmation Leon needed at the moment.
So does he let me steer him?
Yeah, he definitely.
Okay.
I just give a low growl, and
I really hope you actually say growl too.
Growl.
Yeah, I think I do.
I'm gonna steer him to like a dark kind of room. Can I
You're gonna steer him to a dark room?
Can I find something that's big and breakable but not important? Is there a hidden Ming vase somewhere?
Not that you know of, but you just got onto the ship.
Oh my God, that cat face looks so grumpy. It's just it's so good. It's just fuck you want. I'm sorry. It was just straight on cat face, and it was just pure grump beautifulness.
Yeah.
Just
tired.
It's just so cute.
So
I'm gonna wander around some until I find something big. And
you wander into what looks to be kind of an abandoned conference room, to a certain extent, and there's one chair that's just entirely broken and laying on its side.
Okay, great. So, Pick. This chair is really important.
Slow down, I can't understand you.
This chair is
okay.
Very
I'm with you so far.
Important
to the rebellion.
Yes, which we are a part of course.
Always.
Nailed it. So, as your actor for the rebellion, your job is to fix this chair.
I'm on it.
But
he sits down.
Pick, this is very important. Look at me.
Yeah.
Look in my eyes.
I see him.
This is not a quick job. Even your kind of quick. Yeah. This is a slow, methodical job.
Yeah.
You are going to take your time with it. The rebellion needs you, Pick.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And then I leave.
You also noticed that the sort of metal had been sheared off at one point. There's no fixing this without welding tools.
Cool. So he'll just stay there
for a while.
Yes.
You think he's going to be here a while, unless he wanders off or something.
Is Leon still like headphones in, ignoring everyone, or is he?
I think he went to sleep.
He went to sleep.
I don't think he actually went to sleep.
Okay.
I think he just like made it out to look like he was.
Are you just curled up in like a booth on the side of the bridge or something, or do you want to actually go back to your room?
Oh, I was gonna. I said I was in like in the helm area in like a passenger seat.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But so like
So
I guess
like
I'm
down.
near, yeah. I'm probably near. Is Barris in the helm? No.
Yeah,
not.
Barris is steering.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then I'm there. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Well, I think Barris would have liked to have tried to comfort him, but if he's sleeping, he's not gonna. Or if Barris thinks Leon is sleeping, he's not gonna disturb him.
Kitty.
Oh no! What happened?
We lost Chelsea for a moment. Okay.
Discord being Discord.
Yeah, that happens.
Just discords being discords. I mean, I think once like a few moments had gone by after Dot had left, he probably would have like just taken off the earbuds and just like looked out at the expanse of the void.
Okay.
Contemplated screaming into it.
My God, he's so emo.
I think Barris would very awkwardly kind of like, Leon, would you like to hear a joke? Oh no.
Humor me.
Okay. There once was a beautiful peacock whose tail feathers often did shock. Those all around, he was the talk of the town. But this love was not built on bedrock. Admiration and love are like sugar and sand. They are both very useful in their own way, but it is probably best not to get them confused. Not that I can give you any advice, and I am not trying to. I am simply telling a joke.
So like.
Oh, that was a great pep talk.
In response to that, like, Leon grumbles, well, that's good because I didn't ask for any advice. But he didn't say that, like, I want to convey that he wasn't being mean in saying that, like, or at least not trying to.
Yeah.
I think the meaning inherent in this joke was not, didn't go over his head.
The joke.
Yeah.
Ferris wasn't trying to be mean either. He was honestly trying to be comforting.
Yeah. It was sweet. That was actually a very good little pep talk. Yeah.
Listen, Barris. And I'm going to try to put this into terms that you can understand here. What I need isn't I don't desire love from people. That's not something that I really think I could ever want. Admiration is great, sure. Accolades, sex, drugs, rock and roll, the kit and caboodle.
The usual, yes.
Yeah. But lately, for some reason, the celestial gods have just been really fucking annoying. It's like I'm supposed to be entirely irresistible to everyone. It's just the state, like, people should not be able to control this. But somehow, some way, It's been happening. I don't know if a switch has been flicked inside of me. I don't even know why I'm opening up to you. But maybe it's because you didn't ask me to do so. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I don't want to be your burden, just as I don't want you to be mine. And I'll just leave it at that.
Very well. I do not feel as though you are a burden. I would never. But if that is what you wish, we can stop. I will simply say, perhaps it is not your luck that has changed, but simply the depth of your understanding that perhaps has changed.
Barris with the knowledge pearls.
Oh.
Maybe. And yeah, I feel like that's where I would cut things off.
That was so good. I'm gonna give you guys back a glitch point that I had.
Oh.
So I don't have glitch points. You guys are working together as a machine. You are great.
Anyone?
And in fact, that's
points.
Probably good.
I don't know this.
You hear a squeak,
Oh no!
Oh no!
Am I back up in the bridge by now?
Sure.
What does it say?
Yeah, we'll say everyone's on the bridge for the moment. You get a proximity alert. Proximity alert. And Vela, you immediately run over to the navigation and scanning.
Yep, on it.
You
on it.
Yeah, you didn't know this, but there are a lot of asteroids in this area that you are coming very close to. So something needs to happen.
Okay.
Just a quick reminder: no one's put up shields or anything, so there are no shields on the ship right now. It's just hull. So
we didn't know there was a thing we had to do.
I would love to put up shields. I would love to put up shields.
This is how we learn. All right, engineering needs to put up the shields.
Well, I want to stay at the helm in case I want to steer anywhere. So.
I can run down.
Okay.
Can't we just call them? Why don't we just call
the person that we're giving orders to?
Yeah.
How's Goat? How's Goat doing on the job?
You could call Goat.
Okay, so Goat.
You could. Yeah.
Goat. I'm calling.
All right, so you communicate with Goat.
Yeah.
All right, so Goat's like, yeah,
Hi, Goat. This is your captain, Dot.
Hi.
Hi, it's lovely to meet you.
Hi.
Would you be a dear and put up the shields for the ship?
Cool. I'll 100% do that. How do you do that?
Great question, Barris. How do you put up the shields?
If you give me an engineering check, Barris, you could probably talk her through it. It'll just be a little harder than doing it.
Barris is not great at talking at the best of times.
No, but I'm talking through you, so you'll get the.
Cool.
So more complication. Yeah.
Fucking on the table. Okay, 8. 17.
17. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It takes you a second, and you're having trouble. And then Vela, you hear a and then the ship just crashes into something.
So we didn't get the shield up then?
Not quite yet. Not in time.
I would like to pose that the moment that we got this warning, I kind of sprung into action and headed over to weapons.
Excellent.
Good. Very good.
All right. Yeah. So everyone feels the ship just shimmy and shake for a second there. And at this point, you're able to figure it out, and the shields go up. So you did take 1 hull damage.
Oh no!
You have 2.
Can I go out? If I went out and tried to fix it, what was that possible, and what would that skill be?
You would have to, someone would have to be again in engineering to figure out the damage.
So I can
figure out what exactly would be needed to fix.
I don't need a spacesuit or anything, right? Because I can fine in any form of atmosphere.
Sure. So
and any form
once
of
you figure out
gravity.
where the damage is, you would be able to probably fix it a little bit, or at least help whoever's doing it.
Could I do that, could I maybe go outside with like a rope attached to myself?
That sounds like a really bad idea while you're flying through an asteroid field. But you are more than capable of doing that, yes. So that's up to you.
Fair.
Barris, why don't you go ahead and start to give me piloting checks? As you now, as Vela has now put up the asteroid field basically on the main screen, you can now see most of them, and you're trying to pilot your way through them. Or you could try to turn around and go back out the way you came. There's probably fewer that way, but that will put you off course a lot. So it's up to you.
Can we go around it?
Right now, you're in it.
But I mean, if we exited, could we go around it somehow?
Yeah.
Or would that be like a million hours?
I don't think we care that much about getting there quickly, right?
No. I mean, survival.
Hold on. Andy's going to do something to us, so I'm going to ask, how much fuel and food do we have on this ship to last all of us?
Yeah. This was supposed to be a 20-hour trip, so you have enough for one meal for everyone?
They didn't even give us extras?
20 hours, one meal?
That's
we have lots of hoagies.
Not enough meals. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could work for a slightly more profitable organization.
Wow.
Well, I don't need to eat.
I think
okay.
Leon is now thoroughly considering switching away from bounty buddies.
Yeah. What are our competitors?
Right?
I have a good track record, ish.
Ish.
As you're debating this, another meteor slams straight into the shields itself and dissipates.
This was just table talk. I can't imagine we were saying this in real.
That was not my character voice.
Andy doesn't allow table talk. He's a monster.
I'm just putting it out there that the odds of beating in an asteroid field are 3,720 to 1.
Oh, never tell me the odds, Chelsea.
Yes. I love this game.
So, like, if there are any particularly large asteroids that appear like they would break through our shields or cause a lot more damage.
No, our shield just went down by 1 and we only have 3 now.
I'm backing the fuck out. And I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, if on the way something happens, I would shoot down.
If you rolled a nat 20 on 2d6s, I would be impressed.
I was like, I'm just so used to playing D&D. I'm like, dirty 20.
Leon, give me a weapons attack. So roll 2d6, and the ship's base attack is 6.
Could I also send egg to weapons as well?
I would love to go to weapons.
I'm going to send egg to weapons as well. So can egg also attack? Like when this stuff is like going, yeah. Because you had said you'd like be down to do weapons. So since 2 people can be there, let's fucking do it.
All right, I got 6.
Plus the ship's base attack is 6, so it's a 12. All right.
But when does Egg's attack add to that, or is it a separate attack?
It will be separate, yeah.
My cat's laying on my dice.
Oh no!
Well, you just need to get.
I can roll another. I can roll another. I rolled a 10. If you want to count my roll, I just rolled a 10.
There you go.
There you go.
That'll work.
Sam rolled point. Fine.
So 16, right?
So 16 then, yep. So both Egg and Leon are starting to fire. The weapon section is kind of cool. You're in what looks to be kind of a giant cockpit, and you're able to really move these guns yourself. You're able to blow up a few that were or 2. You were able to blow up 2 that were coming at you as you're turning to go back around. And Barris, you got a 20 to try to fly past this. Great. So you immediately dip the ship, dodge, start to kind of barrel roll just a little bit to avoid a couple of these. Give me another piloting check.
Oh no.
And remember, no one has taken damage yet either.
Oh, Susanna.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. Another 18.
18. All right, 18's pretty good.
Oh, look at that face. It's a face.
I love it.
I love
Egg,
just the
Leon,
open, dead-eyed stare.
Yeah.
Give me 2 more. Give me attacks.
Oh, one
And
for
Vela,
him and
give
one
me
for
a-
eggs. I said eggs.
Yeah.
What do I need to do?
And give me a scanning check, like a navigation check.
Okay. 8.
So cute. Look at those.
20.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice. Leon, did you roll the attacks? Hey, Sam?
I think he's frozen.
Did you roll the attacks?
Oh.
I think you were going to roll another attack for you and for Egg.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not gather that this was happening. Sorry.
That's fine.
Oh, sorry.
All right, I just rolled a 9, so it's a 15, and then
Okay.
Another 6, or that's a 10 plus 6, another 16.
Okay. You're firing at a particularly large piece, and you're able to do a decent amount of damage to it because you hit both times, but you need something a little bit stronger. However, Vela has scanned the area and actually given you a weak spot to aim for. And if you want to give me one more attack, you might actually be able to blow this entirely up before Barris has to maneuver around it.
Cool, let's go for it.
Do
Blow
it.
it up.
Alright.
Blow
Alright.
it up.
It's not terribly high. It is another 6. So that would be a 12.
Okay, that's not going to quite do it, so I need another pilot check from Barris. And Dot, you're getting a big blinking light from communications.
Oh, yeah.
Any of
So
you
I'll.
guys played Space Team?
Yes.
Yes.
Space Team is amazing.
Yeah.
Space Team is great.
Oh, it's been a while.
Shit. Hang on. I got a 19.
Nice.
19.
Hey.
Very
Barris
nice.
is piloting
19
the
is-
fuck out of this ship.
Right?
Oh,
19 is just,
Susanna!
you're barely able to turn as
Is that
best
our
as
new
you
phrase?
can. You're just missing this giant asteroid in front of you. Doesn't even hit the shields with a 19. That was really good. You're able to pilot out of that. And Dot, there's still a
Yep.
blinking light.
So I click it and say, "Hi,
Alright.
yes, you've reached Dot."
You first see just sparks flying, and then Whip's going, "What the hell is going on?
Whip, you know we're in space and sometimes asteroids happen. Can you maybe fix
Asteroid?
whatever's happening around you?
I can't. No, I'm not in engineering. Look, Sector 2
What exactly do you do?
Sector 2 and 3 don't have life support, and Sector 1 is on fire. Please send someone."
Why are you all in so many sectors? All be in the same one, for Christ's sake. Now I'm taking
We
on
have
your
different
accent some.
parts of the ship. And then you just see sparks before the screen goes black.
Okay, I'm gonna switch and call down to Goat. Hi, Goat. It's Captain Dot again.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. So
Hi.
we're gonna need to fix some life support here. Are you up to the task?
I don't know how to do that at all.
Yep. Don't worry. I'll walk you through it again, just like
Sounds
I did
good.
before. Mm-hmm.
Dot, give me an engineering check.
Sure. Yeah, because I can't fucking ask Barris this time, can I?
Not right now.
Barris is busy.
Very busy.
My engineering is 6. So let's
Oh,
see.
Susanna.
Okay,
Oh,
six-
Susanna. Oh,
Wait,
Susanna.
6
No, I have 6,
Okay,
so I'm
I
gonna
bet
roll.
Okay.
Nick decided to grab welding tools. and
16.
start Fire.
I rolled a 10.
Hey.
Hey.
16? All right. 16. It's taken you a moment, but you're able to restore power to life support. And then there was a section that was on fire. So someone's need to actually go to that section to put it out.
Sure. And I'll call to A. So Goat has taken care of things.
Yeah,
Those things you
Go
could. Okay.
restore power there. Yeah.
Fantastic. Egg,
Yes.
you're fast and strong. Do you think that you could leave the weapons to Leon and run and put out the fire in Sector 1?
Absolutely. Be happy to. I'm on
Perfect.
my way.
You are a dream.
All
On my
right.
way.
Egg, you are heading down to that section of personnel. Very good.
Crisis averted.
All right, Barris, you were able to kind of dodge that last asteroid. You are now out of the asteroid belts entirely.
Okay.
Everything is safe. That fire is still there, but Egg, you and just a couple of the crew are able to put it out pretty quickly. Then, since you left that soon, so that even is taken care of.
So,
and you are all safe for the moment.
Vela, can you look for a new course that tries to avoid this asteroid field without taking us too off course? I am going to go and talk with my dear friends, the cooks. And I'm going to head to Sector 4 and speak with the cooks if I could.
Okay. Vela, give me a navigation roll.
All right. Boo, yeah. Okay. 9, 12. Wait. 9. 9, 20.
That's what you
I really enjoyed that.
I should understand that 5 and 6 plus 9 equals 12. Like,
I did the same thing. I was like, I should know.
Legitimately, the only reason I am good at quick math is because I literally teach it. I do it all day, every day when I do things. So, like, it's just like that.
I realized you could totally see me counting on my fingers.
Yeah,
that's totally okay.
I tell children that they should always still count on their fingers if it makes them comfortable. So, like, I still count on my fingers sometimes. Don't feel bad about it.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody does. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Vela, the first few paths that you plot add about 10 to 13 hours to the trip.
With a 20?
The path that you found is the easiest, goes back through the coordinates that you were on.
Okay.
And then you finally find a fourth option, and that fourth option can probably, it's going to take a little bit of piloting at one point, but it will get you only at about 3 hours there and back.
So before we decide, I do want to talk to the cooks.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I'm also going. I'm
You
going
head
to
down
assume that when I went and gave them the gift baskets and stuff and played the banjo, did I like talk with them, find out their names a bit and stuff while I was down there? Or
Sure, yeah.
Feels like a thing I would do.
They're all Steve.
They're all Steve.
They're all Greylands named Steve. Yeah.
That also sounds like something I would do.
Steve 1, Steve 2.
Name everybody fucking Steve.
Stefan.
Steve Kappa.
So I walk down there and I say, Steve.
They all go, yeah.
And I pull up my banjo.
Susanna.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Except for Susanna, and I play a little. Because this is where you play a banjo, is up here, right under your chin.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so, loves, here's the thing. There is an asteroid field that we desperately need to avoid because this ship doesn't really. It's not the quick little thing that can avoid asteroids well, and we all want to live, right? We decided that earlier when we all decided that we would keep living. Yes.
Most of us, yes.
Well, I mean, Susanna, you're doing great, right? Off the breathing apparatus, I see. So here's the thing. Bounty Buddies is a bit cheap, So
we know.
They've only given us enough meals for one meal per person.
We don't need
and
cooks.
I'm a little bit afraid that we're going to be out here a little bit longer than a day. Do you think that we could perhaps do a little bit of rationing to maybe make it enough for two? I mean, I don't eat, so you don't need to worry about me. But to maybe try and make it 2 meals a day, or 2 meals, or maybe a meal and a snack, just to tide us over a little bit. I just don't want everybody to get hungry and get ornery and things because we're taking a little longer.
They get into a kind of a huddle and start to kind of talk, and someone brings a paper and starts doing some math.
I'm just playing the banjo while they're doing it.
We could probably we could probably ration to a meal and a snack, and then if we need a little bit more, we could recycle some of the waste.
I don't really know what that means, but I'm here for your ingenuity.
You really don't want to know what that means.
I don't. I mean, I personally don't produce waste.
You really don't. Yeah.
Thank you, Steve. Yes.
Yeah.
Great. So we can do a meal and a snack, and then if desperate times come, then we can do some recycling.
Yeah. Yeah. We can.
You are the best. I'm going to tell Evan all of you deserve a raise when we get back.
Oh,
Leon screams down from the weapons. Some of us are already in desperate times.
You can't hear me, you son of a bitch. Okay, so at least so you said we have fuel for 5 to 6 days.
Yeah.
Now we at least have a second form of food a little bit later, so people might not revolt right away.
Yep.
So if we take a little bit longer, we're okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna, play my banjo a bit and then head back up and check in with Vela about the coordinates that she found.
Yeah. As you get back to the bridge, Vela's standing there next to Pick, who's just kind of scratching his head.
Oh, Pick, did you finish your special mission?
No, I don't know how it happened, but I broke another one.
Oh.
So now there's 2 chairs that are broke.
So now that seems to me like your job is fixing 2 chairs.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to check to make sure that.
Pick, I so appreciate your your hard work and care.
Yeah.
Now get back to it. Remember, slow means perfect.
Okay. Hey, if you see that scaly dude, and he's any good at fixing things, because I can't figure it out. You just I don't know, send him over. That's fine.
I can. He doesn't always do what I say, but I can pass the message along.
Right on.
And at this point, Vela's gonna text Leon with just an emoji of a the closest emoji to a hoagie that we can find.
It's the future, right? They've got emojis for everything now.
Yeah,
there's no context whatsoever, just a hoagie.
A hoagie. I'm sorry.
So you all might have forgotten, but I haven't. One of Leon's special traits is that he is artistic, although that's technically his facade. But that means he does have some artistic ability. So he takes that first image that you sent him of himself and makes it just the most resplendent image of self-portrait, and then he also makes it so that it's painting the one that you sent of yourself, but looking like hot garbage.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So I would go and so first I would talk to Vela and Barris and anybody else who wants to decide. I just don't know. I think that are people near us? Are we all together on the bridge?
Sure.
I don't know exactly where weapons and stuff are, so.
Yep. You can all
They're on the bridge? Okay.
Near, far, wherever we are.
Or close enough.
So Vela informs me that we can either go back to the original location with the most likely ambush. We can go 10 to 13 hours out of the way and avoid the asteroid belt altogether. Or we could go 3 hours out of the way and we would just have to get some mighty fine piloting out of Barris, which I will say we've gotten already. So
I do not think my luck will last for much longer.
But Barris, you're on the lucky. Don't forget.
I thought that name was ironic in that.
But what if we change it around? What if we make it lucky?
Yeah.
Isn't there death in the name as well?
Lucky Death Machine?
Lucky Death Machine?
I thought it was just Lucky.
No, we changed it to Lucky Death Machine.
We changed it to this Lucky Death Machine.
Oh, I missed that part.
So my emphasis.
Well, it doesn't need to be our death. It could be the death of, things.
the hopes and dreams
outside.
of those people that were going to ambush us.
There you go. So, Barris, I mean, I will leave this up to you since it is your confidence in your piloting, but I personally believe in you and your ability to get us through the 3-hour section. But I don't want to put you in a position that you're uncomfortable being in.
Well, it is better than starving.
It is, and I've gotten us one meal and a snack. And what I've been told is recycled waste as an emergency. I don't eat, so I'm not quite sure what that means, but they said that I didn't want to know. So should we try for the 3 hours?
That perhaps is a better idea.
You got this, Barris.
Oh, I'm so distracted by Kitty.
I'm sorry.
No, you're doing what I usually do, where I'm usually the asshole. That's not that you're an asshole. Jesus Christ. Usually I'm
an asshole.
Heather, the truth had to come out sometime. I mean,
I know. I couldn't.
If you couldn't feel it, I would also then walk over to Leon and just pass on the information, just saying,
there's a chair that needs fixing.
Mr. Hoagie mentioned that there was a second chair that needs fixing, and he thought you might be able to help. I know you don't like menial labor, but I thought you might like this labor.
I perk up like a singular eyebrow. Noted.
And then I'll go back to Barris and Vela and get ready to set the course and head out.
You set the course. Barris,
I'm going to actually contact Whip really quickly. I'm sorry. Because I keep getting in trouble for like not talking to people enough, and you keep bringing things up, and so I want to like be good and on top of things as well as I can.
Okay.
So I'm going to contact Whip. Hi, Whip.
Okay. He's got like a burn mark on his. He's putting on a bandage. Yeah, what can I do for you now?
Hi. So about that, we're going to try and avoid more of that. So we've left the asteroid field. And we're going to navigate around it. It's going to take a little bit longer. I've gone and spoken with the cooks. They're going to stretch the food. There'll be enough for everybody still, but I just wanted to give you a heads up.
That's right. All right.
So we're all on the same page. Everybody's got life support. There's no fires.
No, nothing yet. No.
Yet. Let's not even say the yet. Let's just say there will be nothing.
Perfect. Yeah.
Let's have optimism, Whip.
Okay.
Sounds good. And I will also call and just check in with Goat. Goat, how you doing down there in engineering? You've done a fantastic job. I am just so impressed with your your hard work.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm kind of bored right now. Do you need me to turn off the shields? And then you see her flick something, and you hear.
No.
Do the shields take power? Do the shields hurt anything to use them?
You can run a little faster, I think, without them. Holy shit! I learned something.
You did, Goat. I am so impressed. Put that one on your resume, right?
Yeah.
So
learned something about.
No, write down specifically what you learned, dear.
Spaceship.
Yeah. Yes. What was it? Okay. Anyway, let's keep that off, and then we'll call down. We'll call down to you if we need them on, and you can put them on lickety split, right?
I know how to now. Yeah, we can. We can do that.
I knew we could rely on you, Goat. Okay. Do you need us to send you down something like a game?
Real quick, Barris, you would know that if you have to make a few maneuvers, there is an engine setting that you could have engineering set that would make you go a little slower, but would make the ship more maneuverable. If you wanted to try to set that up, you could also do that now.
Okay.
Or if you feel pretty confident about your
I do not feel confident. I'm gonna roll Snake Eyes real soon.
Yeah, let's we can talk Goat through setting up this engine business. I'm very good at engineering.
I'm gonna go down there myself and do it.
Oh,
there's plenty of time. Yeah, you
sure.
Have time.
That's a great idea, Barris. Maybe here, and can I like find a magazine or something? It's somewhere up here.
I'll show
No, but she's bored. She's bored, so I also want to like give her something.
Fair enough.
I'm just afraid that like she'll get bored and wander off or fall asleep or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Barris, are you teaching?
Is there a magazine or something? I can sit down with Barris? Okay, thank you.
Yep.
That's all.
Herbalism is 101.
Is it about weed?
Oh yeah.
Was it Picks?
Does
it have hoagie stains on it?
You open it up, and on the inside, it's like a dirty magazine that someone just stuffed into something called herbalism.
I see.
So it's definitely Picks.
Okay, so I'm setting this setting and also showing Goat how to.
Teaching will make it a little harder, but totally fine.
I'll try it anyway. So that's
all right.
Oh, Susanna.
I would like
to 7, 16.
Oh, Susanna.
A 16? Okay.
That's not too bad.
That's not bad.
Great.
Yeah. So
but it's not D&D. Remember, the rolls are going to be lower.
So, can I put on my resume? I learned 2 things. So she crosses out something and then writes in, learned 2 things.
I'm not entirely sure what this resume is, but sure, if that's something that you wish to keep track of.
Okay. You're kind of sure that you said it very well, but you're not exactly sure you explained it well enough for Goat.
That's okay. I was more focusing on like the shields, like making sure she knows how to put the shields up like real quick.
Yep, she does seem to be able to do that pretty quick. Yeah, now that she's
okay, cool. All right, well, you are doing very well. I'm trying to like imitate Dot. It's encouraging. Keep up the good work. I head back up.
All right. You have about an hour until you're going to need to do anything with the asteroid field. So if anyone else wants to do anything during this hour, feel free.
I'm going to just do a quick look over things to see if anything seems weird or out of place. Are there any flashing lights that shouldn't be there? Does it look like everything's kind of in order? Gonna call and check in with Whip to make sure everything's still good.
Yep.
All those things.
Yep, Whip is good.
If we have a whole hour, I'll probably stay in engineering and just check all the systems one by one to see what kind of damage and what we need to.
Cool. Give me an engineering check then.
Another one. Okay. That's not bad. Oh god, it's happening again. No, 18. Where I just blank on numbers. 18.
Right. All right. With an 18, you did see a few power fluctuations that you smoothed out, so everything's fine.
Leon is neurotically looking at his phone, just waiting for a notification. That isn't from Bella.
Oh, and at that, Bela is going to rework the drawing that Leon sent to her. With a drawing
talking about Mumbot and Papa Bear. This is the story of Mumbot and Papa Bear, and then the 2 irresponsible children, and then 1 good child that does what they're supposed to do.
So it's gonna be an image within an image. So it's gonna be him drawing my really Yes. So it's just gonna get worse, and it's once again gonna feature you in a really pouty light, and it's gonna have like a hoagie, like secretly in the picture. Yeah. But it's gonna be so far away from you that you can't get access to the hoagie. So it's a message. And then there's going to be a smiley face along with it.
Leon, you don't get any notifications, though, in Orbiter.
Oh, okay. I just sit there and contemplate my actions.
Okay. as you're sitting there and contemplating, you do get a ding and a notification from Orbiter.
Okay. So, okay, all right, yeah, I open it up. Is it an ad?
It's not an ad. It's a match with someone named Goat.
Son of a bitch.
And it's female, smiling widely. She seems really happy.
You might make her learn 3 things today.
Put that on her resume.
I'll teach her about some high shadir anatomy. Ooh.
Holy shit. You can agree to this match or not. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll swipe right. I mean, it was like
right.
if I like feasibly, if it was I got a match, you know, I had already swiped right on Goat. Like she must be the shit.
Right. All right.
So yeah, oh god, this could go really badly.
Swear to God, if you guys are fucking and she doesn't put the shields up and we all die, I will never forgive you.
Okay, Leon. Yeah, and then you get a message that says, "Hey, I'm down in engineering."
Yeah. I'm up in weapons. Why are we doing this?
No. Okay, if both of you were in engineering, at least somebody's there. Like,
they won't be paying attention.
Yeah, but I can call down. Egg can do weapons.
Egg can do weapons.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Egg's a weapon.
Yeah.
Let's go to engineering.
Yeah, so Goat is just like I can't leave, and then sad face emoji.
Thank you, Goat, for being responsible.
Good.
Leon, you go right down there.
I said, all right, then I'm coming with you.
Weaky face.
Right. You slink off, head down to engineering. As
is Barris still there?
Barris probably has to come up at this point. Yeah. Because you're approaching the asteroid field.
I have trust issues. Can I look around and see what's going on that I don't miss anything? Well?
Sure. Yeah, give me a navigation check.
All right. 16.
A 16. Everything looks nominal. You are able to pinpoint for Barris a few of the biggest ones to avoid, and that'll help Barris just a little bit on their piloting skill. So Barris, go ahead and give me a pilot check.
Should I have Goat put the shields back up? Are we entering an asteroid field or something like that?
Yeah, shields would be. I can't. Can I have the special thing on with the shields on as well?
Yeah.
Then
okay.
Shields would be.
Yeah, I'll call down to Goat and ask her to put the shields up as well.
Okay. Well, Leon, what's happening in engineering as this call for shields comes in?
Oh, don't think I won't go down there if I don't get a response.
I mean, if this was no, I'm not going to make that joke. I'm not going to make that joke.
This is a classy place, Sam. Yeah, let me go down there and play like.
Oh, Susanna. I'll make someone.
No, I'll be playing. She'll be coming around the mountain.
Oh.
Okay.
Then she comes. Sorry.
I mean, that depends. Like how, like, I haven't interacted with Goat until this point, so like,
right.
Like I feel like I need to at least have like the barest of bare minimums.
Have a conversation before you get your dick wet.
Like, but it's not even like that. It's just like I need to make sure like this. I mean, I'm a colonizer, but I have standards.
You don't want a colonizer?
Colonizer. I even know us.
Nice.
Make sure there's a WAP involved.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No, it's
Leon,
a wag.
this is not.
Wag.
This is a cute girl, but she's not of good breeding. She's
okay,
simple,
Hitler.
What?
probably.
These are
good
important
Okay,
things.
Hitler.
I don't have
Eugenics
my
up in
fine.
here.
Simple kind of farm girl, not
Not
quite
good
high
breeding.
class.
Wow.
Quite high class.
Oh,
You can see
I'm
some
gonna watch
defects.
myself around Andy from now on.
Andy,
I grew
this
up
is
in a
Leon.
farm.
I mean, I guess not of good breeding. You guys,
This
maybe
is
you don't like the
Leon's point
chosen
of view.
people. I don't know.
Yeah. Andy's delivering me the information as Leon would see it.
By the way, Lena
Yeah.
says, "Fuck you, Andy."
Right?
It still feels awful. Like, but okay.
I didn't choose this character.
Yeah.
So
I guess I get down there and like
You get down
I
there.
don't get down there.
wow.
I'm
I gotta go to weapons.
Goat. Goat, I can't help but feel like I've got a bad feeling about this.
Leon is the biggest dickhole ever.
Oh,
Your profile picture like led me to think one thing, but I'm sure you are beautiful on the inside. And
every not dude right now is reacting with extreme like.
Egg would be disgusted with me.
Vale's gonna slap you in the face.
You don't know.
When you come back.
finally,
Yeah.
everyone hates me like I'm supposed to be. No.
Motherfucker!
I'm gonna slap you out
I'm
into
not
deep
happy with the
space.
fact that you've done literally nothing on
Yeah,
this ship but shoot an asteroid.
Egg's been hating on you for a little while.
Into deep space.
The final
Yeah,
frontier.
Goat just says, you're a lot older than your profile picture.
Go
Like-
ahead.
That's hilarious.
Are those
Oh.
silver scales I see around the back here?
I mean, well, technically,
His
Leon's
sagging
like
scales.
adolescence because his wings haven't sprouted yet. But
Okay, did you just actually her telling you no thank you? Because that's exactly what you just fucking did. Actually, I'm very young and I don't know what you're talking
see,
about.
I didn't do that in my character voice. But yeah, sure, Leon absolutely would have said
No,
that.
Sam
makes sense.
actually did.
Yeah,
okay.
Sam did, but I think Leon did too.
This is getting off track.
I'm sorry. I feel
No,
like
these are important things. They're
They
character
are.
development, Andy.
They certainly are. So she'll try to get back to work as the call comes in, and she'll throw off the shields.
Thanks, Goat. You're the best. You're the greatest of all time.
Yeah, cool, thanks.
Oh, fine. Get it? Because your name's in. Okay.
I didn't get it. Nope.
So, Goat, if you look at how how do you spell your name, Goat? Actually, it's a Goat. How do you spell your name?
Goyt.
Oh, so
Goat.
yes, of course. Never mind, Goat. Thank you. You're a peach.
Yeah, thanks. And as she gets off, she doesn't even look at you, Leon. She goes, "I'm a fucking peach."
Oh,
I love
she's
it.
adorable.
I love her.
I do too.
Keep going.
We all
Yeah, can we
Leon,
keep
we love
her?
Goat. We're just like,
Can we switch? Can we switch?
But Leon, you can feel free to go wherever you need to then on the ship.
Kitty.
I'll I'll casually walk past the dark room containing 2 broken chairs.
Sorry, I'm not cool and hip with all the lingo.
You enter the room just to peek in, and you see him trying to like shove both chairs together.
Is he working slowly?
Very.
Okay.
I think that's his one mode of operation.
I told him to work even slow for himself.
Yeah.
Do you say anything or?
Yeah, I think I look at it, but like the highfalutin artist side of me, like imagines that these 2 broken chairs are a sculpture.
Oh my god!
Oh, beautiful.
Pick, is this your doing?
I only broke one of them. If that's what you mean.
So it's a piece of found art.
I mean, I found it here.
That's miraculous. I
go.
What does no, don't even tell me. Don't even tell me. I just need to take it in.
What's happening?
I'm appreciating the fruits of your labor.
He's not a peach.
Right.
Okay. He's a raisin.
Would any chance you are trying to appreciate the fruits of mine?
Do you have like some mangoes or anything, or? I like strawberries, I guess.
Can I just take a minute to remind everyone that Twitch has a strict policy on sexual content?
Guessing Pick has no idea that this is sexual. I think he was legitimately asking for actual mangoes.
Literally.
I don't think someone's going to give him some mangoes. I just
Yeah, I think Leon's not a stupid person, so things are beginning to dawn on him. Is doing the thing, phrasing it like that, Twitch appropriate? I would imagine so.
Yeah, you can have
making whoopee.
Get down. It's fine.
That's what they said on 1970s daytime television.
Yeah, you can
making a whoopee.
You want to make whoopee?
Not when you put it like that.
It's not me. It's Chuck Woolery.
Have a whole
as Leon sort of begins to address
certain carnal
Pick, the camera sort of moves to the window. There are curtains for some reason on the starship that blow a little bit into the wind.
Oh God, we're all gonna die.
Imagination to that. As Barris needs to now make a pilot check.
Oh no.
Oh, I hope you like fail and then they have to like.
Don't tell me I'm gonna fail. That's
Pow, 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 pow.
Oh,
no.
Susanna. Oh, don't you cry.
okay. That's not bad.
Oh my gosh.
Don't you die on me.
I hope the artificial gravity shuts down really badly.
That would be so romantic.
I was just picturing you guys going onto the ceiling or onto a wall.
Oh, me too.
17.
Barris, it is just enough to fly beautifully through this asteroid field as Vela is pinging certain fast moving ones. You two are in sync.
High five.
You are able to completely navigate through this. It takes about 10 minutes.
Can I just say that Twitch auto-modded making Whoopi as needing to be checked by the mods. So apparently that is an action. Okay. I typed it out and it's like, no. So anyway, continue.
Allow that to go through, Lena.
Lena is against Whoopi. And all of the making of it.
And you've made it through the asteroid field entirely. Vela, you double check. There is nothing even on long range scans. Looks like you are now clear and free to make your delivery and then make your way back. And I think that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
We're not dead.
We're not dead.
You are not dead.
Leon got some. We're not dead.
Not the same crew next week.
So
you will
we
probably have made it back entirely.
We didn't disappear?
Yay!
Nope.
Was that you think the ships that were gonna do stuff? Okay.
Yeah, you made it. You skirted the combat encounter I had, so you did well.
Good thinking, Barretts.
Yeah,
that was really good.
I think Andy assumed we wouldn't go out of the way to help people, so he thought that we wouldn't go after the call. Andy was like, they're not gonna fucking go to a fucking distress call. And then, like, when Monty said, like, oh, I think it could be maybe they're trying to tell us to avoid something, Andy was like, it could be that.
It could be. Very good. Very well done. You flew a spaceship as officers on a spaceship, and you did excellent.
Can we add that to our resume?
Yes. You can add that. The hull was damaged and the shields were damaged a little bit, but you made it through entirely. It was very good. You each got 10,000 credits by the time you got back. And you were incredibly hungry. And you didn't have to eat any waste products, which is really good.
This was a lot less of a payoff than the first one, right? Because I got like 50,000 that time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This one you just delivered.
This is easier. I guess last time was like when I played, it was literally we were like taking down a fucking drug dealer. So yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that was
which I still
thing.
And I gave fucking Leon 5% of my takings on that, and
it's true.
I still forgot to buy anything from it. So.
Yeah. But everyone also went up another encounter. So add that to your successful encounters.
And it's
I can become a fancy person now.
So I don't know exactly what that means.
I think so, yeah.
I'll be at 2. So what does that mean?
You'll be at 2. Yeah. So that'll level you up. Yeah. So 2 will level you up.
This was my 5th.
Wait, I'm on 4.
No, I'm on
4 as well.
So not Egg. Egg, you're not on 4, right? Because you were not Egg last time.
How many
I think 5.
3.
I'm on 5, I think.
Total?
Yeah, because I'm leveled up.
You played 2, and then you also played your other one?
We got a double encounter the first time, I think,
the first time?
The very first
time.
Yeah, we got a double encounter.
When we did the drug dealer?
Yeah, so you should have had 2 from the drug dealer.
Oh, so I should have already been leveled up.
Yep, and then you'll be 3 encounters, which is part way into level 2.
And
so we can.
So I'll be at 3, so it'll be part. Okay.
When do you go to level 2? I mean 3.
5.
5.
5 encounters.
Yeah. I think that's what we decided was 5.
I don't recall. It should be in the. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't write it all down, but we can go over it a bit.
Yeah. But we can double check for next time. Hey everyone, well done. That was great. Thank everyone for watching. We just want to say we really appreciate it. We love you all so much. Check out some of the other Help to Grow content that is coming out this week on Twitch. We have Spire tomorrow night and Fates of Rin on Friday. And believe me, Fates of Rin on Friday is going to be baller. It's going to be cool. So you don't want to, and I'm sure Spire is fine or whatever. I don't know.
They're gonna go to New Heaven.
No, Spire is amazing. Spire is also amazing. Please check those out. Listen to podcast Goats and Dragons, or listen to Helpful Goat Gaming Presents, which has right now we're releasing Galway's tier campaign, which is smaller campaigns all in the same world, which is amazing. So you can check that out as well. And yeah, we just hang in there, everyone. The world kind of sucks. We totally know it. Play some games with friends if you can. And watch some fun Twitchers if you can. Try to take care of yourself as well. We love you so much, and we'll see you next time. Later.
Bye.
Bye.
And here's where Adam fell asleep, and so we're gonna talk for
fall
another 20
asleep. I'm here, ready to take us out, and the stream can hear me this time.
Ooh.
Beautiful. Good job, Adam. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
See you later.
Good night.